you coming along to see the orchids in the meadows? Yes, I am. Oh, they've gone over. They were flowering in April and most of them have gone now. You'll find some, but most of them have gone. No way. No way. That was a local villager that I just spoke to, and good morning. We're at Muston, as you've seen. Heading down to Muston Meadows to see the Green Winged Orchids. Yeah, I just bumped into a local villager and she said, no, they've gone over, they were early. I'm not buying that. Not having that at all. So I'm not going to be too worried about that. Might be a few that have gone over, but it's too early. Too early for them to have gone over. So I'm going to ignore that, even if I am slightly worried. Yeah, welcome to Muston Meadows. Came here last year, discovered the site, fantastic, mind-blowing stuff. Today is really about the greatest hits. The greatest hits of Muston Meadows. Green Winged Orchids, just going to try and find the best selection of the best variations that I can find. Something a little bit different. And it's a glorious morning once again. I always like to start with a benchmark, bog standard, stereotypical purple Green Winged Orchid, which is how they should be. This is the sort of baseline to compare anything that is a variation against. This is how they should look, and this is how 90% of them will look here and on any other site. Nice pale form. Pale purple. First pink of the session. Not the most vibrant, I'm sure we'll find better. It's a nice bunch of 4 or 5 flowering stalks. They most certainly haven't gone over. Definitely not. A lot of them are still carrying buds as well, so it's about right. In their prime. Nice. It's an interesting, almost tricolour Green Winged Orchid. I think parts of it are going over, but it looks quite good. A nice pristine and nicely marked Green Winged Orchid. Plenty of pinks, but they are pale pink, or what I call straw pink. I think the more vibrant coloured ones have probably faded. I might be wrong. Hopefully there'll be some on further in this field or on the other meadows, but yeah, it's mostly sort of straw pink. I was about to say I found a white. I don't think it actually is. There's a faint amount of pink in the colour. It's not pure white by any means. Might be slightly faded. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure that it's pure white. But nice. That, on the other hand, is a pure white. No pink spots on this one. Lovely pure white, which always show off the green veins, the green wings, better than any other colour. Nice. Just coming to the end of meadow 1. It wasn't quite as good as last year, certainly no clonkers yet. 1 or 2 nice-ish ones, but yeah, nothing of a wow factor yet. Fingers crossed for meadow 2. Oh, meadow 2 was pretty poor, to be honest. We're now in the big one. Yeah, this is where the big numbers were last year. I think, generally speaking, numbers are down. That's being greedy, because there's still plenty here. But this is the big meadow. This is where big things will happen, he said optimistically. Clonkers ahoy. That's a nice one. Yeah, it's as close to a clonker as we've seen so far. Not quite there, but yeah, that's nice. Nice dark, velvety, rich, call it what you will, orchid. Always like these. Bit of quality. That is an absolute clonker. Absolute clonker. I have never seen one like this before. It's sort of gone full on rhodochilla style green winged orchid. The spots are not spots, but they're just a blotch of purple. It's magnificent. Really, really nice. Whatever I don't see from now on, this will make up for it. That is superb. That's an extremely rich midnight velvet coloured green winged orchid. Really stands out across the field, this. Very dark. It's a lovely, vibrant, bright and colourful collection. You can't really see the flower on this, but there's something very, very nice about it. You can just see the hoods really, but yeah, there's a nice subtlety to the colouring, if that's the right expression. It's just eye-catching, really nice. Nice. That's nice. I'll leave you to describe it how you see it, but that's an unusual colour scheme. I like that. I was kind of looking for one of these because I've seen a couple on the internet. They're sort of whites on the face of it, but then you've got a little bit of colouring coming in as well, which I can't say I've seen previously. It's quite eye-catching, it's nice. Very small though. Starting to pick up some quality now. Definitely an upgrade on the previous 2 meadows. Another one of these where you can't see the flowers, only the hoods, but they make them very attractive. It looks very, very classy, does that. Very nice, nice colours. Just moving into the last field here at Muston Meadows, and the last field is just barking mad. It's virtually, it's more purple than there is green in here. It doesn't come across on the camera, but trust me, it's very purple. The softest of pinks. Nicely marked. Nice pretty pink. That's nice. That's also very nice. One of those nice frilly edged green winged orchids. Very dainty. There's another one behind it. A very bright white with a purple frill around the edge. Very nice. Very eye-catching. That's a beauty. Pristine. Lovely colours. Another nice white. There are not many whites in Muston Meadows. Probably seen 6 or 7 so far, but that's probably 6 or 7 out of 6 or 7,000. So you're talking 1 in 1,000 really. Absolute full-on velvet. It even looks like it's made of velvet, that one. Very good. It's a lovely colour scheme. Lovely subtle colours in that one. Top draw, very good. Dig those spots. Lots and lots of these straw pinks, probably 100 plus. No sort of intensely coloured pinks, but lots and lots of these straw pinks everywhere. That's nice. Very pretty. A lovely rustic blend of colours. pair of whites, no less. I think there's 3 of them in this patch, but these 2 are the better ones. That's the biggest and the best of the whites at Muston Meadows, as I'm coming towards the end now, but that's the best. Very good. What a glorious morning. That's 4 and a bit hours of walking up and down, I think, every ridge at Muston Meadows, and yeah, still a fantastic site. I said early on it was down 40% on last year, I think, probably being a bit harsh. The last 2 meadows were absolutely awash. I think it's about 20% down, but marginal really. Still a fantastic turnout, huge numbers, and there's quality. You just have to search them out. Maybe not quite. It might be my imagination. When you come to a site for the first time, you see it differently than when you come back the next year. Maybe just a few less of the sort of borderline clonkers, but that was more than made up for by that fantastic, I don't even know what you want to call it, but that beautiful specimen rhodochilla styly green winged orchid. I mean, I had to go back. I had to go back about 10 minutes ago just to double check that it was what I thought it was, and it wasn't my eyes playing tricks. And as you can see from the additional footage, it is an absolute clonker, a one of a kind, and like I say, I'll probably never see one of those again. But yeah, what a fantastic orchid. Plenty of whites, plenty of pinks, but straw pinks rather than bright pinks, but that was the same last year. And yeah, it takes 4 hours plus to walk this whole site, and I was moving towards the end, so it might take you longer. But well worth it on a day like this, and well worth the trip out. Right, that's Green Winged Orchids, canned, finished, done for this season. Next week, midweek, I'm going to wrap up early purple orchids. Seen some already, but we'll find one more special location for early purple orchids so we can wrap that up. And then after that, it's a case of just putting the feet up for a couple of weeks and waiting for the main summer season. The marsh orchids, common spotteds, all the dactylarizers will be coming out around about the end of May, beginning of June, and that'll be the next stage. So thanks for joining me. If you've not subscribed, please click that button in the corner of the screen. Somebody emailed me the other day saying, you know, how much will it cost me? It's not subscription in that sense. All it does is when you go onto YouTube, if you have subscribed, in future when you go onto YouTube, if there's a new Orchid Hunter video, just in the top corner of the screen, something lights up to say there's a new one. It's just a reminder system, that's all. There's no money involved, there's no trickery. It's just a reminder to say there's a new one, so you don't miss it. So yeah, please click the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. And that's it. I will see you, hopefully in similar weather, in the middle of next week.